Got you too.
Oh, creepy. What's up? Talking about how I had internal bleeding from Alex's stupid.
Yeah, Sunday was awful, huh?
Oh my god. Saturday night was the worst.
If this was starting here,
It's not too far off.
and it did like even like that much of a bend, I mean, this is tighter, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, a lot tighter.
But I mean,
Yeah, I think cut this shorter.
cut
and
like
then-
that right here, and then we'll just make like a couple like tight pies, and then put the rest of it there. I mean, one way or another, I'm sure we'll get this out of perfect circle.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the vlog, and thank you for tuning in. Today, I'm going to be welding the elbows for the twin turbo setup on the RB26. Should be fun. Hopefully it's a smooth, simple process. Something just got here. So I had the idea of just cutting the stock elbow and using the aftermarket flanges we bought, but there is fear that over time this cast metal is gonna crack. So we're just gonna do it nice while we have the part out and do some nice pie cuts, try and make it work. You know, maybe worst case scenario we do that, but we're gonna try and do it right the first time. But first, you guys already know. Badalo time. Cheers. Since we're not using the stock elbows, the idea is that we'll cut that flange a little shorter. We'll use this 90-degree, 2.5-inch stainless steel pipe in order to act as the elbow, and we'll make a little fitting for the O2 sensor, and we'll just shorten the flange, cut that like that, and ideally that should give us what we need. So there we have it. Cut that at an angle, cut this at an angle, and put that new flange here. Probably realistically weld another flange on it, and that should hopefully replace the stock elbow and sound so nice. So in order to cut this off, it's going to have to be pretty stable. The vibrations from cutting it's gonna like not work. So we're going to cut, like tackle a quick pipe on this side so we can have the pipe being held down while we cut this piece. And I'm sorry if that was all out of focus. The pipe may look ugly, but this is just like a quick tack in order to hold it in place so that we can properly saw off the flange. It's a little warm. Well, it's cut. All right, so Sean just got off work. He just got here to the shop. Sean, what are you working on today? I've got the elbows.
I was gonna start looking at the turbo lines.
Turbo lines?
Yeah.
Cool. No sucking.
I forgot my clothes.
I might do the oil pan too, depending on. I'm gonna see if I have everything I need for the turbo lines first.
Alright. And I just grabbed this and I'm gonna cut this. So I guess I'm gonna work on cutting off the other V-band flange and then welding it closer to the 8-bolt flange on both of them, and then we can get started with that. So this is the final product. We're thinking maybe we don't even cut the shorter and instead just start welding pipe. I'm gonna test fit this on the turbos right now, just kind of hold it up to it. Ideally this is how it's going to sit. This isn't a lot of room right there, like my 3 fingers barely fit there. So it's gonna have to like kind of go back and down immediately. We might end up cutting this down a little bit, but let's see. We're gonna go ahead and just start cutting the 90 in this kind of fashion, as you guys see, and then from there we'll plug and play, but ideally that'll be exactly what we need from the measurements we took, right? The measurements we took?
Right. Those measurements.
Yes, yes.
I have them.
Very
right
nice.
here.
So So the only thing we want to be cautious of is cutting it too sharp at an angle to where we can't access this bolt hole here. Now while that's cutting, well, let's go see how Sean is doing with those turbo lines. So Sean's trying to draw a map right now. It looks like he's trying to find out what lines are what, coming from where into where.
It's actually pretty damn good, right?
I think so.
Small chance we don't run the O2 there. It depends what ECU we're running for the car. All right, we're gonna cut the other one, maybe cut this one down a little bit, and then try and hammer the stainless steel pipe, and I think that should do it.
What up, E-crew?
All right, ours is gonna go ahead and tack together another pipe onto the other flange. We'll cut that off and do it all over again. It'll be fun, they said. Twin turbo RB26. It'll be fun, they said. I think the rear turbo is gonna have more of a clearance issue than the front.
All right, so this was. So how much height do you think is good right there? So we're
I would say right there.
Right there.
It's gonna be a little long. Nah, back to the first one.
Here.
Yeah.
Do it.
Why not? We'll whack it if we have to.
Fabrication is fine, isn't it?
Unorganized, I know, but we're kind of winging this and it's actually working out great. It fits perfectly. That'll be great. This one we might end up either grinding or cutting a little shorter, and this actually worked out great. Once that's cut, then we'll start hammering, if not just welding directly on and kind of get the fitment overall, but so far, so good. This definitely is not one of those try this at home things. This is not a DIY. We do not recommend anyone trying this.
It worked out actually really great. Everyone has a fabrication shop at the disposal.
Yeah, easy. All right, grabbed a couple bolts to put into the flange that we cut already. It fits nicely sideways, but the thing is we want it to go down. So imagine up against the turbo like this, it'll sit like this, and then we have it out, bent back to clear the back turbo, and then now we can also run a 90 going down. So
Let's see the inside. No, this ain't going
the flow of it?
Yeah, it's actually pretty smooth.
Yeah, the flow of it's perfect. It's just getting the outside to work.
Yeah.
How are you doing with the fittings?
Good. Got every fitting on, starting to figure out hoses except for the back one there, and I would do the back, but I can't take the turbos off because you guys are working with them, although I was going to just take the cold side off just to get to it, but running banjos off both water in and out.
I noticed you put a fitting on the head drain too.
Yeah, so the head drain I'm going to tee off to the oil out.
Oil out?
Oil out.
And then we just need to make sure that this is cocked at the perfect angle or the 35 degree or whatever it is that it needs to be.
Yeah, these will be soft lines, so it won't be too bad.
I'm gonna go ahead and finish the elbows, and I guess you're gonna finish the lines. So we have the elbows to the downpipe off the exhaust side of the turbos basically figured out. I'm actually really excited for how this is coming along. I'll probably only finish the front turbo. Sean's gonna wrap up the lines, or at least pause for now, and start putting the engine on a hoist so that we can put it in the bay so that we can really test fit the rear turbo elbow. And I mean, he's got to cut the oil pan down a little bit more anyway, so he's gonna do that while it's in the air. We'll put it in the bay, test fit it, really see where we can make the elbow fit for the rear turbo, and then in the meantime go ahead and tack up something for the front, and then maybe a V-band, something to connect it right there to where the downpipe will then start, and then the downpipe will most likely be cut in two pieces with a flange or a V-band in order to not have to take off the steering column every time we want to remove it. Yeah, if you want to weld this one, I can weld this one. This is like perfect, you guys. Look at that funnel. Look at that airflow.
Excuse me, flow.
That is the front elbow. So the guys are actually starting to close up for the night. We are about wrapped up now. If you guys take a look over here, you can see the downpipe. It actually works great. a little bit of a tight fitment. Now we just need to do the back one, but in order to do the back one, I want to see how it fits in the base. We're gonna hoist the engine, but before we put it in, cut the oil can because we did need to shave off a little bit in order to clear a bit of the subframe. Pop her in, and then take a look at how the rear turbo elbow is going to fit with clearance to the steering column.
I think we should just run it straight dump to the floor. I just want to melt asphalt everywhere I go.
Dump it to the hood. Just do like gnarly.
I mean, you probably could just.
Yeah, instead just like flip it around and pop it straight up.
Yeah, it would just literally be an exhaust out the hood. And then just come right at that, right?
Basically straight.
Yeah.
I think you might hit a race bearing there. We were going to put the engine in the bay, but we're kind of hitting a race. We decided not to install the engine in the bay tonight. And totally kidding, actually not really, but I'm actually coming in the day after, having not looked at any of the footage that was filmed in making the first downpipe, because I had some time tonight, not very much time, and I wanted to make a little more headway so there's a little more progress on the vlog. I know a vlog is a vlog and that whatever I film is whatever I happen to get done that night, but I don't know. This is me trying to get like more like heart to heart with you guys. I just want more progress faster, and I don't want to try and make a 10-minute video out of tonight. I wanted to get more work done. So I came in here to maybe put in another hour of work, and I'm just gonna put it at the end of yesterday's video. I have no idea what the footage looks like before. Maybe this is a super long video, maybe it's not. I don't know, but Sean is here as well. He's right now cutting the oil pan, which is funny because that's right where we left off last night. And then I'm gonna see about making the rear downpipe and maybe even welding the front. Also, you guys can thank and or blame Sean for this one, but he was suggesting I be a little more personable with you guys and talking a little bit more about my life, which I've never been good at in general. I know, strange, a female who can't talk about herself. That was terrible. I've never really been good at that. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna start with addressing the views again. I know I've kind of like brushed it off in the past, like I don't really care. I mean, really, right now I don't. I would love for the views to be higher, only for those the companies that have been supporting the builds, because I would love to see their products getting more traffic, to be quite frank. When it comes to the views, sure, the more views you get, the more money you make. It's not about the money for me. You know, I've been working on cars even since before having a YouTube channel. I may be doing a little bit more now, since my career kind of is this than I was before, but when it comes to views, I know they'll get better. I think they'll get better when I start working on the Subaru more, but it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, I am able to make a living off of working on cars, and what more can I ask for? So this is me being a little more personable with you guys. Now I'm gonna help on the car. Are you gonna hammer it off?
Yeah, you can knock it.
A swing and a miss. Money. Is there a hole in the bottom?
Yeah. Is there? Oh, there's a thick
little bit.
metal piece.
Yeah, that's
The race.
yeah,
There's
that's
a
the race we
super
never
thick
took
sleeve,
out.
though.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that thick. Damn.
Yeah. So I mean, I think we're fine just to cut.
Cut across.
Yeah.
We basically cut that rib off and we're good.
Yeah. Okay. Pan is cut. It is not ground, smoothed out, or re-welded underneath, but we are going to test fit it inside the bay right now. Alright, the turn down downpipe is kind of a little too long and in the way, so we're going to have to cut that a little bit. supposed to be a night of getting the downpipes done. Happened to be a night of delivering customer cars, but I'm okay with that. The engine's in, fitment is perfect, clearance is great, oil pan is perfect. We might have to weld a little bit over where there is a hole. I'm just gonna call it. I didn't take a thumbnail yesterday, so I'm gonna take thumbnail right now. Lamara just got here. You guys know her from drifting the red 86 up at the dry lake bed. That was her brother's, and feeling good. I don't know, I'm trying to be like communicative with you guys, but I look in there and I see fam, and that makes me happy, and I know you guys are fam and you're here in spirit, so thank you. With that being said, you guys, thank you for watching. E-Crew, we out here with love. Bye!